Well, Bruce Wallace, when I knew him, was manager of promotion and public service for WTMJ TV. And as a matter of fact, I followed him in the public service end of it. In other words, they split off the public service and promotion. And then I became community relations director, which took on the duties of the public service part of what Bruce had been doing. And he was very helpful to me in getting started.
He retired shortly after I came to work here, but he was a well-known force in the community.
He was a man of great social consciousness, and he started organizations that I worked with for many years after that. For example, the Milwaukee Human Relations Radio and Television Council. And we produced a program called Human Rights every week for a long, long time. And the Milwaukee Interfaith Radio and Television Council, which we relied on to help us produce the radio and TV religious services that were on every week. And that was all started by Bruce Wallace. He was the first non-manager and non-owner of a radio or TV station to get that job. That shows you how highly regarded he was, that the WBA would hire him because he had done such a good job where he came from, but he wasn't an owner or a manager.
Bruce brought some professionalism to the association. Suddenly there was an organization. Regular meetings started. The student seminars started when Bruce Wallace was the executive director. It was a whole different tact. Instead of just meeting a few general managers once a year, we actually had gatherings.
Bruce Wallace became a very good friend and was instrumental in my introduction to the WBA. Very far-sighted, public service-minded activist, even though the journal company frowned on its membership being activist, and very concerned about civil rights. He helped me get started with a television interview called Interview, concerned about urban religion and urban church and religious involvement and concerns in the growth of urbanity.
Bruce wanted to make sure that everybody in the community had a chance to be heard. I mean, that those who maybe didn't have a loud enough voice to stand up and shout over the crowd, why he wanted the station to pay attention to them as well.
I think he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame simply because he helped create a WBA and ought to be remembered for his many involvements as a leader and as a very active member.